some easy and simple pickled Egyptian style turnips, carrot and cucumber. Let's get started. So the ingredients for today's recipe are pretty simple. Here I have some salt. I like to use Himalayan salt. I have some red dye. I have a couple of chilies. I have half a kilo of carrots, a kilo of turnips, and half a kilo of long cucumbers. And I also have white vinegar. You will also need a jar. I go for the long jar because I want to put the cucumbers as whole. Remember to wash this and then put some vinegar in, swirl it around, it will help sterilize it. So a seal lock tight jar is extremely important. So let's get started with today's recipe. With pickled turnips, you can peel them or you can leave them with the skin. Either way, please make sure you wash them thoroughly. And what you can do is cut them up like chip fingers. With turnips, you need to prepare them the night before. You slice up the turnips the night before and put them in a container or a bowl overnight where they're covered in salt. And that will help drain the fluids out of the turnips in preparation for jarring them and pickling them. So these I prepared late last night, and this is all the water that you could see here. That is purely being drained from the turnips. I have not added any water. So all I did was sprinkle salt and dash it around, shake it around, and leave it overnight, covered with a kitchen towel. Now that the salt has pulled out the water from the turnip, I'm just going to rinse it to make sure that there isn't any leftover salt on there. The turnips have now been washed and drained, and now we're ready to start putting them in the jar. What you need first is, for every cup, you have to fill up the jar completely to the top. And what you need is, for every cup of water you put in there, is a tablespoon of salt. But the water must be boiled. So I'm just boiling some water now. So I've just boiled some hot water. Now I'm going to measure it with a measuring cup just to make sure that I know how much salt I need to put in later. So this is 1 cup. 2 cups. 3 cups. And that has literally covered it to the complete top. Now, I'm not going to put beetroot for the colour. Beetroot is purely just to make it go that pinkish colour. I'm going to add red food dye instead. Just a couple of drops. And then I'm adding 3 tablespoons of salt to make up for the 3 cups of water. One, 2, 3. Now, I need to make sure that there's no air that is going to come out and escape, and that will make it go off. So, what I suggest is, just to be safe, have a bit of cling wrap to cover the top of the container, and then, as so, and then close it as tight as you can. Shake it to make sure the salt gets in there, the food dye gets in there. And there you have it. Pickled turnips. Give it a week and it will settle beautifully. It will be a nice pink, soft. So once you open it, remember to refrigerate. If you don't finish it, it will last up to 4 weeks in your fridge. These can be cute little gifts that you can give later down the line and put them in little containers. But leave it for a week unopened. If you feel like it needs more salt, feel free. And you can also add a chili in there to make it more spicy. Cucumbers. It's pretty much the same ingredient, minus the red food dye, and adding in vinegar instead. And again, you can have chili added to the turnips, or you can have them added to the cucumber and carrot. I prefer to add my chili to the cucumber and carrot because they hold a lot more of the chilliness or the spiciness. So I'm using an old jar because I don't want it to go to waste, but I have sterilized it. So I'm going to put the 2 chilies in there now. Then I'm going to put these cucumbers in. I'm keeping them whole, and please remember to wash them. So I'm just going to... And I've washed these carrots, and now I'm just going to start cutting them up. Same process. I'm going to add a cup of boiled water. And for every cup, there will be a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of vinegar. Remember to leave enough space for the salt and for the vinegar. It's alright, bub, come here. I haven't filled it all the way, so I've only put half a cup. So I started putting in 2 cups, and then when I realized we're getting close to the top, I put half of a cup. As you can see, I started filling it up with water, but I realized we're getting to the top and I still need to add my vinegar and my salt. So far there's 2.5 cups of water, and I'm going to add 2.5 tablespoons of vinegar. 2. And it has to be white vinegar. And now I'm going to add 2.5 spoons of salt. 1.5. So you can kind of see the water hasn't covered the top. So I will add a little bit of more water, and then that means I'll add another half tablespoon of white vinegar and another half tablespoon of salt. To make sure that there's no air in there, to prevent it from going bad, put a piece of Glad wrap on top, or cling wrap. Get that in there nice. Put the lid on, make sure it's sealed up nice and tight. Shake it to get the salt moving everywhere through it, and the vinegar. And that is how you make pickled cucumbers and carrot. It's important to remember, leave it a week for it to absorb all the flavors. Keep it in a cool, dark place. And then once opened, please remember to keep it in the fridge. It will last up to 4 weeks. So this is my Egyptian style pickled turnips and my Egyptian style pickled cucumbers and carrots. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay bubbly. Bye! Please remember to subscribe if you liked what you've seen today. And if you want to keep up to date with more videos that I post every week, click on the little bell button. Remember to like, share, or comment. Thanks! Bye!